The United States and China have a complex trade relationship that has evolved significantly over the past few decades. It is one of the most important economic relationships in the world, influencing global markets and economies. China is America's largest trading partner, with trade between the two nations reaching unprecedented levels. The two countries trade billions of dollars worth of goods and services every year, creating a vast network of economic interdependence. This relationship has been beneficial for both sides, fostering economic growth and development. China has benefited immensely from access to the large U.S. market, which has driven its export-led growth. The U.S. has benefited from low-cost Chinese goods, which have helped keep inflation low and provided consumers with affordable products. However, the relationship has also been marked by tension and conflict, often stemming from differing economic policies and practices. The U.S. has long been concerned about China's trade practices, which it views as unfair and detrimental to American businesses. These concerns include issues such as intellectual property theft, forced technology transfer, and state subsidies to Chinese companies. The U.S. has also been critical of China's large trade surplus with the U.S., which it argues contributes to the trade imbalance. Despite these challenges, the U.S.-China trade relationship has remained strong, driven by mutual economic interests and the need for cooperation. However, the relationship entered a new phase in 2018, marked by increased tensions and a series of economic confrontations. This new phase was marked by a trade war, with both countries imposing tariffs on each other's goods, leading to a significant impact on global trade dynamics. The trade war led to disruptions in supply chains, increased costs for businesses, and uncertainty in the global market. Despite these challenges, both nations have continued to engage in dialogue, seeking ways to resolve their differences and find common ground. The future of the U.S.-China trade relationship remains uncertain, but it is clear that it will continue to play a crucial role in shaping the global economy. In 2018, the Trump administration imposed tariffs on billions of dollars worth of Chinese goods. The goal was to force China to change its trade practices. China retaliated with tariffs of its own. This marked the beginning of a trade war. The trade war had a significant impact on both economies. Businesses on both sides faced higher costs. Consumers also felt the pinch of higher prices. The trade war also created uncertainty and volatility in global markets. Despite the costs, neither side was willing to back down. The U.S. demanded significant changes to China's economic policies. China refused to make concessions that it saw as infringing on its sovereignty. The trade war dragged on for over 2 years. In January 2020, the U.S. and China signed the Phase One trade deal. This deal eased tensions, but it did not resolve the fundamental issues in the relationship. The Phase One deal included a commitment from China to increase its purchases of U.S. goods. It also included some provisions on intellectual property protection. However, the deal left most of the tariffs imposed during the trade war in place. The Phase One deal was seen as a truce rather than a lasting peace. The deal did little to address the underlying economic imbalances between the two countries. It also did not resolve the U.S.'s concerns about China's industrial policies. After years of trade tensions and negotiations, the U.S. and China reached a new trade agreement in 2024. This agreement aims to reshape the trade relationship. It includes a mix of tariff reductions, technology regulations, and agricultural commitments. The deal addresses some U.S. concerns about intellectual property theft. It also includes provisions aimed at reducing the trade deficit. However, it also maintains tariffs on certain goods. This reflects the ongoing tensions between the two economic giants. The 2024 agreement is a complex document with far-reaching implications. Its success hinges on both countries upholding their commitments. It also depends on navigating the inevitable disagreements that will arise. Section 5. Winners and Losers, Dissecting the Impacts. The 2024 trade deal has created both winners and losers. Some sectors are poised to benefit from increased market access. Others face continued challenges from tariffs and competition. American farmers, for example, hope to see increased exports to China. This comes after years of being caught in the crossfire of the trade war. However, some U.S. manufacturers may find themselves struggling to compete. This is due to the removal of certain tariffs on Chinese imports. On the Chinese side, technology companies may face stricter scrutiny. This is due to provisions aimed at protecting U.S. intellectual property. However, Chinese consumers may benefit from lower prices on some imported goods. Section 6. American businesses, navigating the new landscape. The new trade landscape presents both challenges and opportunities for American businesses. Some companies are eager to tap into the vast Chinese market. Others are wary of the risks associated with operating in China's complex business environment. Companies in sectors like agriculture and energy may see significant growth opportunities. They could benefit from China's commitment to increase purchases of U.S. goods. However, businesses reliant on global supply chains may face disruptions. This is due to ongoing trade tensions and geopolitical uncertainties. To succeed in this new era, American businesses need to be adaptable and strategic. They need to understand the complexities of the Chinese market and navigate the evolving regulatory landscape. Section 7. Chinese industries, challenges, and opportunities. Chinese industries are also grappling with the implications of the new trade deal. Some sectors face pressure to innovate and move up the value chain. Others are looking to capitalize on new opportunities in global markets. China's technology sector in particular is under scrutiny. The deal includes provisions aimed at curbing forced technology transfer. This could push Chinese companies to become more innovative and self-reliant. Meanwhile, Chinese manufacturers may find new markets for their products. This is as other countries seek to diversify their supply chains away from China. The trade deal presents both challenges and opportunities for Chinese industries. How they adapt and innovate will determine their success in the years to come. Section 8. The global stage ripple effects of the deal. The US-China trade deal has reverberations far beyond the borders of the two countries. This landmark agreement is not just a bilateral matter. It has significant implications for the entire global trading system. It is shaping the global trading system and influencing the strategies of businesses and governments worldwide. Companies are rethinking their supply chains, and governments are recalibrating their trade policies in response to this deal. The deal has raised concerns about protectionism and the fragmentation of global trade. Critics argue that it could lead to a more divided world economy, where countries prioritize national interests over global cooperation. It has also prompted other countries to reassess their own trade relationships with the US and China. Nations are now evaluating their positions and considering new alliances to safeguard their economic interests. Some countries may seek to benefit from the trade diversions created by the deal. Emerging markets in particular see opportunities to fill the gaps left by the shifting trade dynamics. Others may find themselves caught in the crossfire of the ongoing rivalry between the two superpowers. The geopolitical tensions could escalate, affecting not just trade but also security and diplomatic relations. The deal highlights the interconnectedness of the global economy. It serves as a reminder that actions taken by major economies can have far-reaching consequences, impacting markets and industries worldwide. It underscores the need for countries to cooperate and find ways to manage their economic relationships peacefully and constructively. In an increasingly interconnected world, collaboration and dialogue are essential to navigate the complexities of global trade and ensure sustainable economic growth for all. Section 9. The road ahead, uncertainty, and the future of US-China trade. The 2024 trade deal marks a new chapter in the US-China trade relationship. This agreement is seen as a significant step towards stabilizing the economic ties between the two nations, which have been fraught with tension and uncertainty over the past few years. However, it does not signal an end to the rivalry between the two economic giants. The trade war that began in the late 2010s has left deep scars, and both countries remain wary of each other's intentions. The competition for global economic dominance continues to be a driving force in their interactions. The road ahead is likely to be marked by both cooperation and competition. While there are opportunities for collaboration in areas such as climate change, public health, and global trade standards, there are also significant challenges that need to be addressed. The success of the deal hinges on both countries upholding their commitments and addressing their differences through dialogue and negotiation. Trust-building measures and transparent communication will be crucial in ensuring that both parties adhere to the terms of the agreement. It also depends on their ability to manage their strategic competition in areas such as technology and security. The race for technological supremacy, particularly in fields like artificial intelligence, 5G, and cybersecurity, will be a critical aspect of their relationship. The future of the US-China trade relationship will have profound implications for the global economy. The policies and decisions made by these two nations will influence global supply chains, international trade norms, and economic stability worldwide. It will shape the flow of goods, services, and capital for years to come. The interconnectedness of the global economy means that any significant changes in US-China trade dynamics will have ripple effects across continents and industries. It is a relationship that demands careful attention and strategic thinking from policymakers, business leaders, and citizens alike. As the world watches closely, the actions taken by the US and China will set the tone for international economic relations in the 21st century. The stakes are high and the path forward is uncertain, but with thoughtful engagement and mutual respect, a balanced and prosperous future is possible.